Alright, everyone, there are more lies about Assange. There are lies, damn lies, and whatever the Ecuadorian president is saying at any given time. First, it was like, and I don't think this came from the Ecuadorian political structure, I think this was meant like tabloid bullshit. First, they were saying a few days ago, like, Assange got kicked out because he was, like, painting the walls of, of his bathroom with his own shit and stuff like that. But now Ecuador's president has come out and said, well, we had to kick him out because he was trying to turn it into a spying area. Basically, and it's totally not retaliation for the fact that their president, some of his personal shit got leaked by WikiLeaks not long ago. That totally didn't give them a cause to do this, by the way. It wasn't an excuse for a deal that was already being cut with the United States, and that just sort of was the last straw. No, that's really what happened, is the United States wanted him extradited. The Ecuadorians had him there under asylum in their embassy. And it was becoming politically inconvenient for them. It would be nice if they would be honest enough to admit that it really had to do with pressure from the U.S. through the U.K. as well, because, you know, it was the embassy over there. But if you actually think that Assange wastes his time, I mean, he couldn't even have electronic contact regularly with people. Like, he was only allowed visitors scarcely. No one really to talk to in the embassy. Like, he basically was holed up in his suite all the time. They've released video. It's actually funny because they had like a camera on him at all times too, and that's a little bit creepy actually, like watching him shit or something like that. It is a little bit like being in a low security prison for all intents and purposes. But I mean, he had better things to do and think of, I think, than spying on his hosts. And that's the claim that's being made. And really, it's nonsensical bullshit, is what it boils down to. This is the Ecuadorian president's cover story to explain why someone that he felt jilted by fairly recently and a person that had become a political hot potato was forced out of the embassy, essentially. And of course, it was funny because the British arrest him, but the Americans want him extradited. I don't want to extradite him here, although I will say this, like, wherever he is, he's in danger anyway, because he's pissed off a lot of lamestream political movements. So it doesn't really matter if he's extradited here or if he's over there, and he's going to be in a cell either way. Like, how is it different than being locked away in the embassy anyway in one small room that's probably not that much bigger than this office, actually, or maybe my bedroom, plus a little, like, closet, like, half bathroom? That's basically what he had access to. Did he even have a shower there? I'm not even 100% sure if there was a shower. I'm trying to think of Julian Assange fucking taking a sponge bath every other day. And, like, you know, his beard grows long because he can't get a razor and weird shit like that. He was mistreated. That's my belief. I do not believe the Ecuadorian government. They're being disingenuous. They're expecting people to just take the story as is. Oh, yeah, that darn Julian, that Russian pawn or whatever, which wouldn't make sense because Ecuador is more Eastern aligned anyway. That darn Julian Assange is like such a terrible person. He was even spying on the people that were trying to protect him. No wonder they had to throw him out of the embassy. And that's basically how they've painted it. They're trying to paint it as though Julian Assange was a continuous, like he continuously harassed people. He painted his shit on the walls and he was spying on people and doing crazy things. And in reality, you know, if you look, like, they've got a clip of him, all he's doing, I guess, is skateboarding, which is pretty funny. Apparently, they let him have a skateboard in his, you know, embassy room, but I mean, again, because, like, maybe 15 feet long at most, not, you know, exactly doing very many Tony Hawk tricks at that point. It's a really, really strange situation. I still say free Assange. I know some people still have a stick up their ass. They're like, well, he endangered U.S. interests. And I'm like, what interests? The Iraq War was never in our interest, so I don't really give a fuck about those releases. Oh, drone strikes? The drone strike program? Yeah. It's in America's interest that we shouldn't know that the Hillary Clinton campaign was coordinating directly with news outlets or doing other crazy things. Now, people don't have a right to know what's going on in their political structure, and if you think that they do, you must be a Putin puppet. It's how they cast it off. So Assange, in Bizarro world, here's how it actually works. So in reality, Assange is a whistleblower. He publishes information. He may be a colorful character, so to speak, but he's not a bad person. He's not a Russian asset. He's not, you know, doing crazy shit. In the alternate universe, though, that's been concocted by these people, he smears his poo on things, berates others, at the drop of the hat just goes crazy and does stupid things, gets himself kicked out of the embassy through his own behavior, and he's also like, he's a horrible pawn that wants to cause like Armageddon or something. That's what some people believe in. I see so many people, and I shake my head in sadness when I do, like online. I see people, they're like, oh, thank goodness this evildoer has finally been brought to justice, or they're like, good riddance to the Putinist or something like that, and it's like, It's really sad to see people, the First Amendment slowly dying because a bunch of morons basically don't understand the concept of having a First Amendment. They don't understand the concept of investigative journalism. They don't know what a publisher is. They don't know much about anything, but they get a lot of opinions about it. Sounds like the Ecuadorian political structure does too. And there's some ignorance there also. It's like the new people come in there, and Assange, I guess, because they just decided, hey, we can get some money from D.C. if we just throw Assange under the bus. How much money were they paid by the Pentagon? How much of that shadowy discretionary spending that you'll never allocate to the wall? How much of that went to give basically pay off to the Ecuadorians to release Assange into UK custody? How much of it? Because I guarantee a payment was made of some sort. Either that or there was blackmail behind the scenes. Oh, we know about your president's proclivities, but we don't have to tell anybody. Well, we want Julian Assange. Let's sit down and have a meeting. That's about all. Peace out.